2 million years ago at Lake Turkana, 3 human species fought to survive. One vanished, one endured. What decided their fate? The air is thick with heat and hunger. On the ancient shores of Lake Turkana, a small band of Homo Rudolfensis bends over the carcass of a fallen antelope, the prize of a desperate world. Their tools are crude flakes of stone, yet to them, these edges mean life itself. Not far away, another species watches, Homo habilis, smaller, quicker, but no less hungry. They study the scene, stone blades clenched in trembling hands, knowing that one wrong move could mean death. The Rudolfensis snarl, their faces tense, muscles rigid. A single glance ignites the spark. The habilis charge forward, voices echoing across the dry plain. Dust erupts, stones crash, sticks strike bone. The first echoes of human rivalry. In the chaos, a saber-toothed cat lurks beyond the haze, waiting for weakness. The fight ends as suddenly as it began. The larger Rudolfensis prevail. Their leader shoves a rival to the ground, claiming the carcass and dragging it away in triumph. But the eyes of Homo habilis burn with something new: anger, memory, and strategy. The sun rises over Turkana, steam rising from the scorched sand. A silent witness to the dawn of human conflict. The land of Turkana begins to wither. Once a cradle of life, it now lies cracked and breathless beneath an unforgiving sun. The lake retreats, leaving behind the ghosts of fish and salt, silent witnesses to a world in flux. Across the shimmering horizon, herds of ancient elephants march through the dust, their shadows stretching across the dying plains. For Homo Rudolfensis, survival is a daily trial. Lips dry, skin scorched, they search endlessly for water. A woman digs into the earth, pulling out roots, bitter but life-sustaining. Another smashes bone with stone, drawing out rich marrow, one of the earliest sparks of human intelligence. A child studies the sharp edge, eyes bright with curiosity, the first glimmer of learning. As hunger deepens, they cling to each other. Thunder growls in the distance. The wind howls, and the storm descends, nature's reminder that mercy is never promised.
Come on.
Thunder rumbles across the plains as the sky darkens, the air thickens with dust and fear. Homo Rudolfensis sprints for shelter instinct, cooperation, and survival fused against nature's unforgiving storm. Morning breaks calm over Turkana. The storm has passed, and the lake mirrors a flawless sky, a rare breath of peace. Among the reeds, a wounded youth is tended by gentle hands. Compassion, perhaps the oldest form of intelligence. Their leader scans the horizon. A column of smoke twists upward, not from their camp, but from the distant forest. Caution gives way to curiosity. As they approach, the air hums with heat. Trees lie blackened, the ground still warm. For the first time, they stand before the aftermath of fire, a force both terrifying and magnetic. One reaches out, flinching at the burn, but near the ashes lies something extraordinary, the scent of cooked meat. The group tastes, hesitates, then devours, flesh soft, rich, easier to chew. In that moment, a new idea is born. As the sun bleeds into the horizon, Homo Rudolfensis sits in silence, gazing across the still lake. Distant roars remind them of the fragile balance between life and death. In the flicker of firelight, reflection dances in their eyes, the first quiet spark of awareness, of curiosity, of something deeply human. At dawn, hope returns. The Homo Rudolfensis move as one, their eyes fixed on a young antelope life renewed after the storm. But nature has no mercy. From the shadows, a saber-toothed predator strikes, chaos erupting across the plain. Dust and fear fill the air. Yet even in terror, they do not abandon one another. The wounded are lifted, not left behind, a spark of empathy in a brutal world. And as calm settles once more, distant figures emerge near the lake, another kind of human, Homo habilis, watching from afar. The Homo habilis carve flesh with precision, their tools sharp and sure, an evolution of thought made visible. Nearby, Homo Rudolfensis watches, curiosity shadowed by frustration. They try to imitate, but the stone shatters, and so does their brief sense of triumph. Hunger drives them onward, away from the lake, into harsher lands. There, they meet another kind, Paranthropus boisei, massive and calm, feeding on roots and stems. No violence follows, only silence. 3 species, one fragile world, each adapting in its own way, unaware that only one will endure. Night falls again over Turkana, lightning cracks the skies, drought returns, shrinking the lake into a mirror of dust and memory. A lone Homo Rudolfensis stumbles across cracked earth, body frail, spirit faded. Yet somewhere behind, their leader turns back, driven not by instinct, but by something deeper, compassion. Nearby, Homo habilis discover leftover prey. They hesitate, torn between survival and empathy, an early spark of moral choice. One of them throws a bone toward the starving stranger, a small gesture, but one that echoes through time. Rudolfensis lifts their gaze, gratitude and fear intertwine, as if sensing the dawn of something greater. 3 species, scattered yet bound by destiny, sharing one fragile arena, the crucible of human evolution. Time passes, centuries dissolve into dust. The land that once echoed with life now lies silent, scattered with bones and broken dreams. The great lake of Turkana has dried to its heart, leaving only salt and memory. Half buried in the sand, the skull of Homo Rudolfensis rests, once a living face, now a whisper of what was. Wind sweeps across the dunes, gently covering and uncovering the past. Ages later, human hands return. Archaeologists brush away the same dust, revealing the fossilized echo of our forgotten kin. Under the sterile light of a modern lamp, the skull gleams, its hollow eyes still watching us across 2 million years. A shimmer fades between past and present, flesh to bone, memory to stone. Turkana today is calm and blue, yet beneath its surface lie the stories of those who came before. They vanished, but not in vain. Their curiosity, their struggle, their spark of thought became the foundation of what we are. From stone tools to fire, from survival to reason, their journey flows through us still. In the fading sun, the reflection of Rudolfensis merges with our own, reminding us that every beginning leaves its trace upon the human soul. What do you think truly determined who survived and who vanished on the ancient plains of Africa? Was it intelligence, cooperation, or simply luck? Share your thoughts below. Your perspective helps keep their story alive. If this journey through our earliest ancestors moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more untold chapters of human evolution. Together, let's keep exploring where we came from and what it means to be human.
From forgotten ancestors, humanity was born.